Why is it so hard to focus? Why does everything around you feel boring, even the things you want to do? And why do you keep reaching for your phone, even in the exact moment you're telling yourself, stop, put it down, take a breath? Because the answer isn't that you're lazy. It's not a lack of discipline. It's not that your willpower is weak. The truth is this: your dopamine system is overloaded, and it's been hijacked without you even noticing. Every swipe, every notification, every tiny hit of instant entertainment, it's training your brain to crave quick rewards and ignore anything that requires patience, presence, or effort. But here's the good news: you're not broken. Your brain isn't damaged. It's simply overstimulated, and it can be reset. Today, I'm going to show you the real reason your dopamine is failing you, and more importantly, how to fix it so your motivation returns, your focus sharpens, and your drive comes back stronger than ever. This is not a lecture. It's a roadmap to take your attention back one small shift at a time. Ready? Let's begin. Before we go any deeper, let's clear something up. Most people have the wrong idea about dopamine. It's not the pleasure chemical you've heard about. It's not the feel-good hit. It's not the reward itself. Dopamine is motivation. It's the spark, the anticipation, the energy that pushes you to do something, to chase something, to move towards something. When dopamine rises, you feel desire, a pull, a curiosity, a drive. It doesn't make you enjoy the thing, it makes you want the thing. That's why scrolling feels addictive. Not because it's satisfying, but because your brain keeps saying, maybe the next swipe will be better. Here's the critical part most people miss. Dopamine is neither good nor bad. It's not your enemy. It's not your weakness. Without it, you wouldn't get out of bed, you wouldn't learn, you wouldn't chase goals, you wouldn't grow. Dopamine only becomes a problem when it's overstimulated, when your brain is flooded constantly with tiny hits of artificial reward, notifications, bright colors, endless videos, sensory overload everywhere you turn. Your brain wasn't built for that intensity, so it adapts. It raises the threshold, and suddenly, the things that used to feel engaging, reading, working, learning, even talking to people, stop feeling rewarding enough to spark motivation. Not because life is boring, but because your dopamine system has been pulled so high that normal life can't compete. Understanding this changes everything. Once you see dopamine for what it really is, a motivation engine, not a pleasure button, you can finally learn how to rebalance it and take back control of what drives you. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you went more than 5 minutes without touching your phone? When was the last time you sat in silence without reaching for a screen, a notification, a quick hit of stimulation? Most people can't remember, and that's exactly where the problem begins. 1. Overstimulation everywhere. We live in a world where your brain is being pulled, poked, and overloaded every second. Short form content flashing new images every half second, notifications buzzing like tiny electric shocks, video games rewarding you every 3 seconds, bright colored junk food engineered to hijack cravings, endless scrolling that never ends, constant novelty, new sounds, updates, drama. Your brain wasn't built for this. So what happens? When you're overloaded with stimulation, your brain lowers its baseline dopamine, the natural level that keeps you motivated and grounded. And when that baseline drops, normal life suddenly feels dull. Tasks feel slower. People feel less interesting. Everything feels empty. Not because you've changed, but because your dopamine system can't keep up. 2. You're addicted to micro hits. Here's the truth most of us don't want to admit. We've become addicted to tiny hits of dopamine. Checking your phone every 30 seconds, jumping between 5 apps, opening TikTok, then Instagram, then YouTube, watching multiple videos at once, refreshing for one more burst of stimulation. These micro hits feel harmless, but your brain is learning something dangerous. Open quote, "Why wait for long-term rewards when tiny ones are available instantly?" Close quote. Once your brain gets used to instant rewards, it stops caring about the things that take effort: reading, studying, building, creating, growing. Long-term progress can't compete with instant pleasure. 3. Instant pleasure replaces real fulfillment. This is why so many people feel stuck. You want things, a better body, a better job, a passion, a project, but you can't start. Everything feels overwhelming. Even simple tasks feel heavy. You procrastinate not because you're weak, but because real work produces slow dopamine, and your brain forgot how to tolerate slow. The moment something feels boring, your brain whispers, open quote, just check your phone for a second, close quote. And that second becomes 20 minutes. Your motivation disappears. 4. Your brain learns dependency. Here's the scary part. Your brain learns dependence. Every tiny hit of stimulation teaches it. Open quote, you need this to feel normal. Close quote. So you keep chasing the next hit and the next and the next until the things that used to excite you, conversations, hobbies, goals, passions, no longer register as rewarding. Your motivation crashes. Your focus crashes. Life feels flatter, duller, noisier, not because you're failing, but because your dopamine system is exhausted. 5. The dopamine roller coaster. You enter the cycle. High peak, fast crash. Crash, cravings. Cravings, more stimulation, another crash, and the roller coaster never stops. You feel energized for a moment, then empty again. You feel focused for a minute, then distracted again. Here's the key idea. Your brain isn't broken, it's overwhelmed. And the good news, what modern life hijacks, you can take back. To truly fix your focus, you need to understand what's happening under the surface, inside your brain's dopamine system. Most people think dopamine is just about pleasure, but the secret lies in something deeper, your dopamine baseline. 1. Baseline versus peaks. Let's break this down simply. Your baseline is your natural level of motivation. It's the steady background of drive that helps you start tasks, stay consistent, and feel rewarded by normal daily activities. Then there are the peaks, those short, intense dopamine spikes triggered by stimulation. A notification lighting up, a TikTok clip, a new message, junk food, scrolling, anything fast, instant, and exciting. These moments shoot dopamine upward like fireworks, quick, powerful, and temporary. But here's the real problem. Too many peaks lower your baseline. Why too many peaks? Lower your baseline. Your brain is always trying to stay balanced. When dopamine peaks too often, the brain responds by turning the volume down and your baseline slowly drops. Not all at once, not dramatically, but little by little, day after day, until one morning you wake up and realize work feels heavy. Starting anything feels impossible. Even tasks you used to enjoy now feel empty. This isn't a personal failure, it's neurology. Your brain has been overstimulated for so long that normal life can no longer compete with the constant highs. Effect? Why simple tasks feel impossible. When your baseline is low, everyday tasks, reading a page, replying to an email, starting a project, don't give your brain the same dopamine hit. So you avoid them. You procrastinate. You feel stuck, tired, unmotivated, frustrated with yourself. Not because the task is hard, but because your brain no longer recognizes it as rewarding. This is why you open your phone without thinking, why scrolling feels effortless, why real work feels like dragging your mind through mud. The good news is your baseline can be restored, and when it rises again, your motivation, focus, and inner drive return with it. Now, once you understand what's breaking your dopamine, the next step is learning how to fix it, how to reset your mind, your motivation, and your ability to focus again. And the good news is you don't need anything complicated, just simple, intentional changes that slowly rebuild your baseline. Let's begin. 1. The 24-72-hour dopamine reset, micro detox. Think of this as a short, gentle reboot for your brain. For just 1 to 3 days, remove the biggest dopamine triggers. Do this. No short form content, no junk food, no video multitasking, avoid constant notifications. It won't feel easy at first. Your brain will reach for stimulation. You'll feel restless, even bored. But underneath that discomfort, something powerful is happening. Your dopamine baseline begins to stabilize. Your mind becomes quieter. Your motivation slowly returns. This reset is not a punishment. It's a way of giving your brain a moment to breathe. 2. Remove the hidden dopamine drains. Not all dopamine triggers are obvious. Some of them hide in your daily habits, quietly draining your energy. Constant background noise or nonstop music, multitasking on everything, keeping your phone right in your line of sight, having 20 tabs open, chatting or scrolling while pretending to work. Each tiny distraction steals just a bit of your attention until suddenly you have none left. Start small. Remove one hidden drain, then another. You'll feel your mental clarity sharpen almost immediately. 3. Replace quick dopamine with slow dopamine. You don't need less dopamine, you need the right kind of dopamine. Quick dopamine comes fast and disappears even faster. Slow dopamine builds gradually and strengthens your mind long term. Choose activities like reading, deep work, exercise, meditation, learning a skill, journaling. These don't give you a sudden rush, they nourish you quietly. They rebuild your baseline so you feel stable, focused, and grounded. Slow dopamine doesn't excite you, it strengthens you. 4. Create a daily dopamine ritual. A dopamine ritual is a simple habit that trains your mind to exist without constant stimulation. You can try 10 minutes of silence every morning, one uninterrupted deep work session, a walk without your phone, a calming nighttime routine before bed. These small rituals reteach your brain that peace is possible, that focus is possible, that you don't need constant excitement to feel alive. Consistency, not perfection, is what matters. 5. Use the effort plus reward pairing technique. If you want to rebuild real, lasting motivation, your brain needs to learn that effort is rewarding. Here's how. Pair a difficult task with a small, healthy reward. Examples: finish a focused session, enjoy a cup of tea, complete a workout, listen to your favorite song, write one page, take a short walk. This rewires your brain. It teaches you that effort isn't something to avoid, it's something that leads to pleasure. This is how discipline is built. One effort, one reward, one step at a time. 6. Rebuild your attention span. Your attention isn't weak, it's untrained. But like any muscle, it grows with consistent practice. Start small. Focus for 10 minutes, take a short rest, repeat. Increase slowly, and most importantly, drop perfectionism. Some days you'll stay focused easily, other days you'll struggle. That's normal. What matters is that you return to the practice. Each session strengthens the part of your brain that controls discipline, motivation, and long term success. Your attention is your superpower, and if you train it, it will grow. Fixing your dopamine isn't about removing joy. It's about removing the noise so you can finally hear your own life again. And once your baseline rises, you won't just feel motivated, you'll feel alive. Now that you know how to reset your dopamine, it's time for a mindset shift, the most important step of all. Key message. Here's the truth. You're not unmotivated. You're not lazy. And you're definitely not broken. What's actually happening is this. Your dopamine pathways are exhausted. They've been overstimulated by constant notifications, endless scrolling, and short-term rewards. Your brain isn't failing, it's simply overworked. Encouragement and perspective. The good news, you can rebuild your focus, you can rebuild your drive. It doesn't happen overnight, but it happens every time you choose presence over stimulation. Every time you step away from a distraction and return to a meaningful task, you strengthen the part of your brain that's been hijacked. Slowly but surely, your motivation returns, your attention grows stronger, and your life starts to feel vibrant and in your control again. In your control again. Remember this, your brain isn't broken. It's just asking for the right kind of care. And once you give it that care, everything changes. Close with emotion. So imagine this for a moment. You wake up excited again. You sit down to a task and focus deeply without distraction. You enjoy the little things in life, fully present, and actually finish what you start. This isn't a dream. It's possible when you start resetting your dopamine and training your attention with intention. Engagement prompt. Now I want to hear from you. What's one dopamine habit you want to fix this week? Drop it in the comments below. I'll read them all, and I want to help you start strong and reclaim your focus. Final encouragement. Remember, small, consistent steps lead to big changes. Your motivation, focus, and drive are not lost. They're waiting for you to take them back.